scenarios, but I think just individuals just get lost, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm thinking back now in my scenario. I'm wondering if there was some way that I could have like woke up from the infatuation or whatever it was that was taking me down that path
Hmm.
with that person. I don't know if like there was something I could have, because I mean for me the person was meeting all the dots, like all the checks. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
They were this way, they were this way. We were laughing, everything was fun, life was good, right? But again, my friends saw something that I didn't see,
Right.
and I don't know. Maybe there's a way that and in the future, like as I continue to date, right? Maybe there's some way I need to figure out how to like kind of alert myself
Hmm.
of, hey, you know what? Don't get lost in this, right? And I feel like I can make a better decision about it now because of my life experiences,
Hmm.
right? Like I think, and this is obviously we should do a segment on this, right? Like if a lot of us are broken, right? Like I feel like there's something I'm kind of internally broken about, but I feel like I'm doing the right things to fix them,
Hmm.
right? I feel like I'm trying to make myself better all the time, right? I feel like I'm always working on myself, right? So, what are the things that I need to look at next time I'm in that scenario, so that
Hmm.
way I don't go deeper than that surface level and like the person that ended up, in a bad situation, right?
Hmm.
I don't want to end up like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm
Right.
sure like nobody wants to end up like that, right? And
Right.
yeah, I mean, there's just too much there's just too much hurt in that scenario. Like, I mean, you got both women that are hurt. I mean, obviously, he was doing that to both of them, but not. I mean, he had a child with the mistress, right?
Yep.
And I mean, to me, it's like that's not like a way to like have a child. You know, I
Right.
mean, that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
So
I know
so
it can
so now
happen.
instead of two parties hurt, there's a third party that's
Yeah,
hurt.
I mean, you got like a
So
like a little
I
one in the
think on the
middle. You know
next
what I mean?
segment we should definitely put in there ways to identify.
Like, how can we like better see that, even if we're like
Yes.
in the moment,
Correct.
enjoying life, having
Correct.
fun,
Correct.
everything's perfect, or
Correct.
we think everything's
Correct.
perfect, but then it almost ends up like this: is like, is anything really perfect then in the end, right?
Oh no,
No,
absolutely.
it's not, right?
But
Nothing's meant to last,
correct.
right?
But at the end of the day, if you're hopeful to
Yeah.
bring someone into your space that can complete the puzzle of love for you,
Mm-hmm.
and you have kids, like you have to really look at this because these kids see this. Kids
That's
are
right.
smart.
Yep.
So now you're basically setting these kids up for failure where
Yep.
they're extrapolating the emotions and the feelings in which they're seeing, and then now they're growing up in the same capacity and basically repeating the same cycle.
Right. Right.
And we live in a society now where the kids are extremely impressionable. So
Right.
if they've grown attached to an individual who the whole time was basically a fraud,
Mm-hmm.
now they become what they've come close to.
Yeah.
They become a byproduct of what's been in their space over the past year because that's what they've seen
Right.
daily, weekly,
They think that's
monthly.
normal.
They think
Right.
that's the
Yeah.
norm. So
Yeah.
you got to look at the catastrophic damage done to the mom, the new kid, the other kids that are existing,
Right. Right.
and
I mean, because he was probably a father figure to them, right?
absolutely. So think
Wow.
about it. Like he has affected, or shall I say, infected,
Mm-hmm.
at least 7 people.
Yeah. God, man, that's just
He's a virus, bro.
yeah,
And the thing is,
man.
in society, these viruses are looming daily, and they're corrupting women that are good women.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
And then those women, when they go to the next relationship, because a lot
They're
of times
carrying over the pain and all that stuff. I mean, that's kind of like what I'm running into
yeah,
too, right? Like
the
it's the same
pain,
the pain, right? But
the
I am
anger.
trying to like fix that stuff about myself, right? And work on myself. But yeah, you're right. It's like that's how we become damaged, right?
Correct.
And that's how but I think there's also that experience part, right? And I feel like you can make a better decision. I mean, I can tell you one thing, like like I know that she'll be more aware in the future to like be and I hate that happens because the next person she meets could be a genuine person,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. He's gonna have to walk
He's
the
gonna have
tight
to.
the ramp like a
Oh
pirate.
my, yeah, he's gonna have to do so much,
Correct.
right? Just to basically win just the basics over, right?
Yep.
Of a relationship for
Yep.
her,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I mean, it sucks, but like, yeah, I mean, in the end, like we are damaged, right? And it's like,
Right.
are we carrying that shit over with us, right?
Right. Right.
So yeah, I
But
think
but
next
at the end
segment
of
for
the
sure.
day, at the end of the day, Mark is a great catch. So any single woman out there, I'm telling you, like you can't go wrong. I'm just being honest. So we're getting ready to end this segment and call it a night. It's been a long, rigorous day, and we appreciate all the listeners, all the followers. Look, make sure you're subscribing and liking and sharing Modern Day Problems, our YouTube channel. You can also get at us at Twitter at We Are Right 06. Mark, what's your Twitter?
I don't even have one, man.
Well, Mark
I
is
said,
he's gonna create a Twitter.
yeah,
Like he's trying to be low key, but at the end of the day, we're going to make sure you get all of our social media so that you can stay plugged in and get the latest content. Because I think in today's time, realistic, valuable, invaluable
yeah,
information needs to be shared to help a lot of people overcome mental, emotional issues, and hopefully help you find your one.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man.
Point blank. Period. So.
I do like where we're going with this, though. I mean, I feel like, I mean, one thing that has always stuck with me, man, if you can help people and make a difference in people's lives, like you can change how they think about things. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I always want to look at like being helpful to people around me. And see here, the problem, and see that's my problem. Just I'll end it at that, right? I've always been too giving and too kind to people,
Right.
and then obviously, in the end, you get taken advantage like that,
Absolutely.
right? And
Absolutely.
you know what? That's another good segment that we can cover. Hey, do good dudes like win last, right? And I'm gonna just say yes on that because I mean every time like something good comes around, right? And you're the good dude, like you're the one that does end up last because some other dude that like is end up treating someone like shit, like will kind of like get the winning side in a way. You know what I mean? So I've just never been like that. I've never been about like trying to, but I think people feed off that though. You know what I
Right.
mean? And yeah, I won't carry that on to that. We'll make another one for this one.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely. I can't wait. I'm excited.
But yeah, that's gonna be a good conversation. So
It's gonna be a great segment.
Yep.
So I hope y'all ready. Y'all have a great evening. Good night.
Take care.